morning, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today is Thursday, so you know I'm here with Robin Shimizu.
You're so funny.
Shimizu and friends talking happy, healthy habits. We just want to thank you for tuning in this morning. I want to say that Robin's guest, Linus, was unable to be on today, and so we're going to be blessed with thoughts from Robin. But before we do that, we want to give good wishes out to Linus in all her endeavors today. Also, we want to give a shout out to Francine Gregory, my partner, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. She'll be here tomorrow talking tech and English and for you and your businesses. So we just want to thank you for tuning in, and we want to say to everybody who's watching on the replay, hey, thank you for catching up with us. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. We'll do everything we can to get back to you. In the meantime, we're going to get started with Robin Shimizu and friends. How you doing, Robin?
I'm doing great. I'm just happy to be here to help out, and I just want to shout out to the Biz Chicks because I have to say I've been with the Biz Chicks for about 3 years now, and
Wow.
you guys have really helped me figure out, as time goes on, and there's no pushing and there's no stress and so it's been wonderful. So I really appreciate the opportunity. This is a great platform to be able to showcase people, and I just think it's very generous. But both you and Francine, it's wonderful.
Thank you so much. We just
Yeah,
really consider this a ministry, an opportunity to help people shine in their businesses. So thank you for acknowledging that.
yeah.
We love you.
So today we're going to talk about mindfulness.
Mm-hmm.
I caught Coach Karen on her. She did a live the other day. I think it was yesterday, and I listened to all of it. And she was talking about mindfulness in your business, and it was like, I wonder if people really know what mindfulness is, because it was very helpful what she had to talk about and everything. But it's one of those terms that to me is kind of a new term.
Oh, me
You know,
too.
and so I thought, well, let's talk about mindfulness today and what it is, because Tamika Jackson talks about it. Jill
Oh,
talks about it. Jill Weston, a lot of our people that are on the show
really
talk
good.
about it. So I thought, well, let's just take some time and kind of go over why it's important.
Okay, so we're going to talk about what is mindfulness. Okay, I'm excited.
So I found out last night that mindfulness has its origins in Buddhist and Hindu teachings.
Oh,
And it came to us into the Western world not so recently. I was in the 1970s that it came into the Western world, where we started looking at the benefits of mindfulness from the Asian teachings of Buddhist and Hindu, and there's real science behind it.
mm-hmm.
And what it does is it encompasses two key ingredients, which is awareness and acceptance.
Oh,
So it's the awareness part of it, where you become aware and you focus on your inner processes and your experiences, but it's also the acceptance, and to observe and accept rather than judge or avoid any of those streams of consciousness or thoughts or things like that, where you're aware of your thoughts,
uh-huh.
but the mindfulness part of it is to accept it and don't judge those thoughts, because oftentimes they're negative.
Mm.
Oftentimes you're worried. Oftentimes you're looking at the back and you're looking at the past, or you're worried about the future. So it's to just stay present and don't and try not to be judgmental about what you're thinking or what you're feeling.
Wow.
So it's a state of active, open attention to the present. And it's observing one's thoughts and feelings without judging them, good or bad.
Oh.
And so it can be used as a tool to avoid self-criticism and judgment while you're identifying and managing difficult emotions. And like I was telling you earlier, I think this mindfulness practice has been helping me on my wellness journey. And after losing Fred and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I think just slowing down and just taking care of myself and my thoughts and how I'm feeling about things. And when I'm tired, I don't do anything. I just
Okay.
acknowledge that I'm not that well today. So it's all
Mm-hmm.
about self-care, right?
And giving yourself some space,
Mhm.
right? To
Mhm.
to be okay with being okay.
Right. So it cultivates your perspective on your thoughts and your consciousness, and it brings you the ability to become more relaxed, whether you're in pain or whether you're anxious. You just become more relaxed, which is a state that your body wants to just
Oh,
calm down. Your body craves you to just slow down and stop. It's good for your body. It's good for your brain. It's good for people around you.
this makes me smile because I'm always quoting my grandmother: "Get somewhere and sit down." So she, you're just all over the place there. When you're young, you have so much energy.
And they knew that, right? They used to say, "Stop and smell the roses." They had these sayings that were so very, very true, and they were just, that's just my mom or whatever. But it's really, I mean, it's very wise what they were trying to teach us,
To be in the moment.
to be in the moment. Yeah.
Oh,
So to live mindfully is to live in the moment and to reawaken oneself to the present rather than dwelling on the past and anticipating what's going to happen in the future. So you observe your thoughts and your feelings and your sensations, and you observe them while you're dealing with you're managing difficult situations, while you're maneuvering life and things. You stop and you observe, but you don't judge. So,
mhm.
and it's actually kind of a form of meditation. So that's one of the reasons why I love Jill Weston and the Yoga Nidra,
Uh-huh.
because the Yoga Nidra is, to me, it's a discipline for me to meditate. Jill walks you through, this whole 45-minute process of Yoga Nidra, and it forces you to stop for 45 minutes and just concentrate on your body, how you're feeling, and work through things for
You
45
know,
minutes, and then
when Jill comes on and I go through the whole 45 minutes, I'm usually asleep before she I'm so relaxed. I wake up and it's over. I'm like, oh.
right, right.
Mhm.
And so to cultivate a state of mindfulness, you begin by just sitting down and taking deep breaths. You just breathe and you focus on each breath, and you focus on what you smell and what you hear. So you kind of open up all five senses, and you just start feeling the air going in and out of your lungs, passing through your body. So you just really try to eliminate all the noise out there. And when you think things, because when you're meditating, your mind still is often still going crazy. When you think things as you're doing this, you think, okay, I'm going to allow that thought, but I'm not going to judge it. I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to ascribe any of the negativity to it. I'm just going to sit with these thoughts, and I'm going to just cultivate some awareness around them. And you just, so, oh, I should have done this, or I need to do this, or da, da, da. You just look at them. Like Jill talks about it all the time. Just look at them and then
Mm-hmm.
let it go.
Oh, and then release them, huh?
Just let it go, because you
Wow.
don't want them cluttering your mind and making you feel worse, because yeah, because
You,
we do well on it and then we feel worse, right?
yes. Remember the term "release it to the universe" that was going
Hmm.
around for a while? People say, "Oh no, I'm just gonna
No.
release that to the universe."
And so for you, like Terry, you're very, very spiritual, and you pray a lot. So for
Yes.
you, it's the same sort of thing. You talk to God.
I release it. He can handle all of that stuff.
Hmm.
Liz, I'm listening. Isn't that nice? She's listening in.
Oh, that's great. Hi, Linus.
Listen to
Hope you're
love
doing
your way,
okay.
Liz.
We have Linus coming in November, so yay! So she'll be with us in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So, okay, so what we do is we focus on our breathing. We're aware of our five senses when we're in mindfulness, and we just kind of stop and just slow things down. And the thing that's this is pretty cool. So the higher level of mindfulness predicts happier and more satisfying relationships.
And we got a note here from Lena. She says, hi, baby's doing good. Praise God.
Oh, great, great.
Hmm.
That's good news.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so mindfulness actually helps our relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Because what it does is it's difficult to say that mindfulness actually causes the improvements in your relationships. But
Mm-hmm.
what it does is it gives you skills to be more present and to be more attentive and for regulating your emotions. So how you respond to that person. So it helps you just, respond more authentically, probably instead of reacting. So that helps your relationships. Helps you become more self-aware, and it helps you cultivate empathy and compassion
Mm.
when we slow
Mm.
down.
When you slow down, you
Mhm.
cultivate empathy. Wow. I wonder what causes that. Is it because you have more time more space to just feel compassion? I don't know how that works. But anyway, it sounds very relaxing.
Yeah, and I think it's because you're more focused on the interaction with, like, okay, so you and I are talking and we're focusing on each other, what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So you're actually listening to each other
Yes.
instead of thinking about something else. Well, how am I going to respond to this? So you're
Ah,
in the moment.
okay.
And I find that a lot with my mom, where I'm talking to her, but she's not looking at me. She's trying to figure out the response because she knows she's a little slower than she used to be and stuff
Mm.
like that. So I'll say, Mom, okay, listen to me. So I make her listen to me because otherwise, you don't really hear the person. And then you, sometimes you don't respond appropriately. So, whether it's good or bad. Um,
This happens a lot in work relationships between, if you're running a business, this is important because if you're interacting with an employee or a partner or a collaborator or whatever the relationship is in a workspace. I have to say space now since most people aren't going to the building, in a workspace because it can be virtual. If you're busy formulating your answer instead of listening, the answer may have already been there, but you are so defensive
mhm.
and you're not in the moment listening to what the person has to say that you miss it. And they say, well, that's what I just said. Do you ever get that?
And the other thing I do a lot is, did I really say that? Did I really say that? So, it's just being more aware and slowing down and being more conscious of how you interact with people and how you interact with yourself. And
Oh.
the thing that drove me to this whole mindfulness thing, and I'm going to pursue this even more because I think this is so fascinating. It actually can help you break bad habits,
Oh,
mindfulness, right? And that's
I
where I
had
went
no
with this.
idea.
Yeah, so there's a whole thing. I was starting this whole thing on habits because, I have pages and pages and pages of information about healthy habits, how to develop them, how to break them, things like that. But when I read that mindfulness actually can help with habits, breaking bad habits, I thought, okay, so there's a natural
Connection.
intersection between my healthy habits and being mindful. So
Oh.
I'm going to be expanding my healthy habits to include, and I should talk to Linus because she knows all about this stuff, because I feel like I'm just a newbie just starting all this kind of good stuff. So yeah, as BizChicks helps me develop my website and things like that, I'm going to be adding all of these really neat things, and helping people. I want to help people that are younger than me, so
Mm-hmm.
that they can start on their journey, their health journey, their wellness journey, their just taking care of themselves journey at 30 instead of at 67.
I hear you. I hear you. To pay attention early
Mm-hmm.
and to treasure it early so that later you what be reaping the benefits of having invested in it early. Is that what you mean, Raman?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's why you want to work with young. Okay, that makes
Well,
sense.
I want to work with young mothers, anywhere from 35 to 55, in particular, because they also have all those connections over their children and over
Mm-hmm.
their extended family. And if we can help young mothers cope and be more efficient with their families, it's just going to impact everybody, right?
Yes, well, I know I got a lot of exercise in when I was waiting for my children. They had more classes than ballet class, liturgical dance class, uh, cheerleaders, and so I spent a lot of time sitting. I said, "Oh no, I'm going to start walking around the field on the outside instead of sitting here in the bleacher." Or and so I would put music on and use that time to invest in me too.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Well, you were ahead of the game.
Well, I didn't consider it multitasking. I just considered it taking advantage of the time because my schedule didn't really allow me to go to a gym. I really couldn't afford a gym because I was paying for classes. So yeah. So if people are more mindful, then they can begin to use their resources. I see it. Okay.
Yeah, because it helps you accept other people
Mm-hmm.
easier, and cope with uncomfortable emotions,
Mm-hmm.
and it allows you to gain self-control, and it just allows you control and relief over the situation, or over your own thoughts, or even the interaction that you're having. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's kind of like just slowing down and being more thoughtful. And to me, that's all it is, really. um so it's kind of like, especially our thoughts and our feelings, and if we practice the art of curiosity, and we practice the art of compassion, and we practice the art of a lot of the positive things about ourselves, is only going to enhance um our daily lives, because you're getting rid of the negativity. You're starting to be more grateful, you're starting to be more appreciate. And appreciation is something I've been practicing too, because gratitude is one thing, right? But when you really appreciate somebody, or you really appreciate something somebody did for you, or whatever, that means so much more to a person than just expressing. I mean, you can express gratitude, and gratitude is very, very important. But in interacting with people, it's really important to express your appreciation, because
Wow.
if it hits your heart, and it's an emotional kind of thing. And so I've been trying to practice appreciation too, and it's been working.
Well, I want you to know that people appreciate you. Linda says you're doing a great job this morning. Jill is in here. She says good morning. And then Cecilia says, true. When you're young, your mind is all over the place. But when you're older, you appreciate more things. Time starts slowing down. Oh, she says she appreciates Biz Chicks. We appreciate you too, Cecilia, all of you watching.
So
Thank
I think when we're in a growth mode, and we're always trying to improve and things like that, I think it's normal for us at 50, 60 years old to just naturally kind of want to improve things, and you have time now to do that.
Yes,
But when you're
pay attention
young,
to you. Yes.
you don't have time to think these things through.
Yeah, raising kids and yes,
right? So
yeah,
I
life
think
is
that's what
moving.
happened to me just naturally as I retired and as I started exploring and things like that. I've gotten more into wellness and more into taking care of myself because taking care of myself used to be selfish. That's how I looked at it. I don't look
Hmm.
at it that way anymore because of all the coaches out there that are telling me not to.
You know what I'm saying? You've got to pay attention to yourself.
Mhm.
Put the oxygen on, right?
Right.
Put your mask on first.
So
But
we're going to have I'm kind of done on the mindfulness thing today.
okay,
Unless you have more conversation, we can have a short show today if you want to.
we're
Um,
going to give the people some change unless they have some questions over here. But if you would just one more time tell us the definition of mindfulness, so that for those who tuned in a little late, they'll know what we're talking about.
okay, so mindfulness encompasses two key ingredients: awareness and acceptance. And I think it's the acceptance part that is for me the practice is accepting it. So
Mm,
you're just aware of it and you don't judge anything. You don't judge your thoughts, you don't judge, and you just accept it. And if it's negative, you try to let it go. Just let it go. And it it's an so mindfulness is a state of active, open attention to the present.
I
Okay.
love it.
Mindfulness is a state of active, open attention to the present. That says it all, right?
Yes, it does. I'm going to type that in the chat.
This state is described as observing one's thoughts and feelings without judging them as good or bad.
I think that's hard too. But anyway,
Hmm.
that's an
And it's a
individual thing.
tool to avoid self criticism and judgment while identifying and managing what's difficult about what's going on. So, the difficulty that you're dealing with, it's a tool to help you avoid the self criticism and the judgment that comes normally with a difficult situation.
Mm,
And
wow.
so, yeah, it's just to develop more consciousness. So, you're just
More-
more conscious and it helps you deal with that and you become more relaxed as a result.
So is another word for consciousness aware? Make you more aware of something? Are those interchangeable? I think so. Hi Jerry, how you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, I think so. They what they said in this article is to live mindfully is to live in the moment and reawaken oneself to the present rather than dwelling on the past or anticipating the future.
That is so good because when we dwell on the past, we're subject to sink into depression. When we worry about the future, we're subject to escalate into anxiety. So if we can just, you know what I mean, keep an even keel and be open to resolutions and ideas and with because we're not dwelling on what's happened or what's going to happen, but this is where we are right here.
Yeah, and they also go on to say to be mindful is to observe and label your thoughts, feelings, and sensations in your body as an objective manner and judgment while you're identifying and managing these different. So you actually you can if your heart is racing, you notice your heart's racing, so you try to calm it down. So you really pay attention to what's going on in your body as well, besides what's going on in your mind.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think we do that. Oh my gosh. Pay attention to your body. I'm gonna put that in the chat.
So from now on, I'm going to wake up and not only just say my three gratitudes, which is what I try to do every morning. I'm
Mhm.
going to ask myself, okay, you're going to stop and be quiet and calm and try to be as mindful as possible as I go throughout my day. And, I'm washing dishes. I'm going to be washing my dishes. I'm going to be washing my dishes. And I might be
Mm.
thinking about, other things, but I'm going to be conscious of my thoughts while I'm washing those dishes. And, make them pleasant, make them, you know, I don't know, maybe show appreciation to the fact that I have running water.
I see what you're saying.
right? So you're
Yeah.
just appreciative that you even get to do this.
Yes, and that the electricity is on. You know, we've had so
Mhm.
many outages here. Yeah. So
Yeah.
just being conscious of what's going on. Well, I was helped today because I explained to Robin that I really did not know the definition of mindfulness. I hear it used a lot. We've been through some exercises. I didn't realize what the exercises were going to accomplish. I felt the results. But now that I know more about the definition, the basic definition of mindfulness and being in the moment, it's been very helpful today. We have a comment here from Cecilia. Cecilia says, yes, being open to this time, especially with the
Mhm.
whole voting time, being acceptive of who people want to vote for. Yeah, yeah. I mean, my attitude is it's not right, it's not wrong, it's just different. Whatever we're talking about. If we you know have differences of opinion, and that's okay. Thank God, it's okay to have your own opinion.
Terry, I think you should write a book.
Really?
Yeah, I think you should write a book about all of these things that your mother, your grandmother, that you yourself, say, because like it's neither right or wrong, it's just different.
It's
That's a
just
really
different.
wonderful way of looking at it.
Seriously,
It's not judgmental, right? It's just different.
yeah. And
That's
I say to people all the time, they say, well, no, I shouldn't be thinking like that. And I say, no, wait,
hmm
don't throw that thought out. It's just
hmm
different. It's okay to be different. And
hmm
I love that. So we have a comment here from Brenna.
Oh, Brenna.
Hi, Brenna. To do that and run and manage a household, I have no time to do anything else.
Mhm.
Thank you, Robert. Mindfulness has been my resolve for the last
Oh,
month. She says, and here's the word you were looking for. I appreciate that I can get on and listen to Bitch Chicks today. Thank you so much, Brenda. We appreciate you being here today. And we just want you and everyone watching and listening to know we would appreciate it if you would share this out to your friends so that they could come in and also benefit from this. I know that you do have a product, Robin, that you are promoting. Do you want to talk about it just real quick, and let them know that they can contact you if they want it? Or is that,
sure. I have a
look,
nutritional
this is
product that
totally unscheduled, guys. So
I know, right.
so
This is
fun.
not this is this is not normal.
No,
I don't talk about my products.
I know.
I have a nutritional product that is it's actually a wellness product that helps your body heal itself because it has glutathione in it, which is which helps your cellular structure of your body it heal basically. So for me, what I've been saying to people is that it really will help boost your immune system because it helps your body calm down, get less inflamed. So it's an anti-inflammatory as well as an
Mm,
antioxidant. And when your body becomes calmer, your body starts to heal itself. And so that's how I try to explain it so that it's really, but
understandable.
it's a nutritional supplement that's really easy to take because it's in capsule format. So that's what it is. And I really have found great reasons. I've been giving it to my mom, and I really think it's been helping my mom a lot with the swelling in her legs and her arthritis, and just generally, she's got aches and pains, and
Hmm.
our bodies do kind of break down as we get older. So we need nutritional supplements. Like Linus talks about how we need to eat well, and
Yes.
food is our medicine. It's kind of the same concept, except this medicine is in the form of a capsule. So people that are not having a good day, or that have or not eating as well as they should be, or just
Hmm.
whatever the circumstances are, you can take these capsules and get your
Balance.
nutrition for the day. And yeah, and feel and yeah, and actually there's a lot of people that I've been helping feel less pain, better sleep, just a lot of different kinds of things that they're looking for in
Well, these
terms of
all
nutrition.
sound like positive results. So, look, um, Great discussion on mindfulness, Robin, says Jill. But Cecilia says, ooh, that sounds great. So if you're interested in this product, can they direct message you on Messenger?
Yeah, of course,
Okay.
absolutely. Or if they know anybody that would like to hear more about the product, that would be great. I have little
Well,
informational
Cecilia
things.
says she's interested. Um, Cecilia says, I need it. And you got a day. What is?
Oh, so Brenna's been drinking the Lift. I think she's been, or maybe she's taking the capsules. I don't remember. But what Lift does, it helps with focus and your energy level, and also memory recall. So it's kind of a neurotropic. So
Mm-hmm.
there's like different products. So yeah, but Brenna tried it. Yeah,
And she said it helps her it helped her get through the midday sluggishness because she has
mhm.
a lot of responsibilities.
Oh,
So, ladies, if you need this product, you need to contact Robin, let her know, and she'll tell you more about it, and you can try it out. So, with that, Robin, is there anything else you want to share with us?
I do. We have Jill Weston coming next week on October 1st. So
Mhm.
that's really oh, I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong month.
We're into November.
November. I'm sorry. Oh,
Flip the
November
page.
5th, it's Brenna. Brenna's
Oh,
going to be with us on the 5th, and then Linus will be back with us on the 12th.
great,
Yeah.
great, Brenna. We're going to need to hear from you because I'm sure some things are going to change with sanitizing or cleaning. I'm gonna just say cleaning. And then how do we contact Robin? Is what Cecilia wants to know.
No. So
Seriously?
just I think if you just direct message me on Facebook, that would probably be the easiest.
Okay, so you can go to her Facebook page, Robin Shimizu, and just send her a message, okay, over there on Messenger. All right, guys, we just thank you. Tomorrow is Friday on Biz Chicks, and we talk tech and English on Friday, Robin. So we say to you, don't be scared. Come on in, the water's fine. And we'll hope to share some tips and tools that allow you to do business better. With that, we want to say, remember to go to the front of your own line, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you again, Robin. We really appreciate you.
Thank you. It was fun.
It was great.
And thank you to everybody watching.
Bye bye, everyone.